efforts that you guys give in, day out, to help our students. So very much appreciate what you guys do. There is no sign sheet, sorry.
I'm doing it.
Dobbins is keeping track. We're doing something a little bit different at the end. We need to know who wasn't here so we can follow up with them and get some information from them. I want to give a shout out real quick before we get into, which leads us into the calendar, but congratulations to Coach Davis. District champs. I'm learning a lot about baseball playoffs because it wasn't going how I thought it went. It's just different. Yeah, it's just different. So we will be one of 4 teams in the Upper State Championship, which starts tomorrow. We go to Fort Mill tomorrow, and then we'll be here. That's what's on the board. We'll be here Saturday at 7. It's the best 2 out of 3 against Fort Mill.
No, it'll be.
I'm learning more.
Winner bracket, loser bracket style. 14
Okay.
winner bracket, loser bracket style.
Okay. So we will definitely be here Saturday at 7. We had a great crowd out. Was it Monday night? Probably one of the biggest crowds we've had in a long time out there. Concessions sold out. Had to go make extra runs to go get stuff. But had a great crowd. So if you haven't been to a baseball game this year, the guys are obviously they're playing well, or they wouldn't be at this point. The bats are on fire. They're fun to watch, and they really are. That you can tell that the team they are a team. Kids are playing together, and they're fun to watch. So if you can come out and support them, I will say this, and Coach, you can give us a dollar figure. Since it is playoffs, teacher passes don't get you in. So high school league runs it, so you have to pay, and it's what, is it 5?
It was 6 last round, it could be 7, I'm not sure.
Each round
We'll
kind
have
of
to
gets
check.
higher.
Well, I think, it does get higher, but I don't know that it jumps up until the finals.
Yeah.
It may just stay at 6, I believe.
So unfortunately, just the fact that you're a district employee won't get you in, but I'm telling you, it's worth the $5, $6, $7, whatever it would be. Bring your family, it'll be a fun night. Okay, a couple other things regarding the calendar. Again, that's this Saturday. Ms. Steve will send an email about progress reports going home this Friday, so make sure you check your boxes for that. We'll continue on with AP testing into next week. We'll also have testing for seniors beginning next Friday. That'll be 3rd and 4th block next Friday. And then the seniors finish up with testing on the 15th. That's 1st and 2nd block. And they'll dismiss at 11:30 once they finish with testing. So on the 16th, you shouldn't see any seniors around here. Some of them may have to come back for makeup, but you shouldn't see any seniors on the 16th. Let's get back to the week of the 8th through 12th. We will have a senior meeting on the 10th, so a week from today. We'll have a senior meeting at 9:40. So that'll carry us into advisory and probably over into 2nd block. So just know that seniors will get pulled at that time. Next Thursday at 6 o'clock, we have senior awards night. Mr. Roberts wanted to emphasize that. Please make sure that you come out and support our students. They'll be here and well dressed along with their families. So let's make sure we make that a priority and come out next Thursday night at 6 o'clock to support our seniors. It will not be in the gymnasium. It will be in the Commons this year. Smaller venue, a little more intimate environment instead of having upstairs empty. We should be able to fit everything in the Commons. So that's where it'll be next Thursday. If you had underclassmen awards on your calendar for the 12th, scratch that out. It will be on the 16th. We'll talk about that in a couple minutes. But seniors will not be here. Since we're not having senior awards in the gymnasium, it won't be set up for underclassmen awards that next day. So that kind of factored into that decision. But also, seniors won't be here on the 16th, so that's 350-ish fewer bodies that we have to manage on Tuesday. So it will truly be grades 9 through 11 here that we will celebrate that day. So that will be 9 o'clock on Tuesday, May 16th, underclassmen awards. 17th, we'll have another senior meeting at 8:30, followed by graduation practice. And so that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we will have graduation practice every morning with seniors. That following Monday, we'll be going to Greenville for practice. And then Tuesday is the last day that Mr. Roberts want to emphasize. Graduation Tuesday, May the 23rd at 7 o'clock in Monson Court in Greenville. Please, we're going to say the same thing to students. Please plan accordingly with traffic. Get into Greenville around 5 o'clock when everybody's leaving. Not just Greenville traffic, but you're going to have Hannah's graduation ending, and that whole Monson Court area is probably going to be bottlenecked. So just plan accordingly. I have not gotten the time from Ms. Steeple about when teachers are supposed to report. I would imagine it would be 6 o'clock inside Monson Court. So just plan ahead on that. Okay? Any questions about stuff coming up? Seems like every day we're going to have something every day from here on to the end of the school year. So, all right. Last thing I want to talk about is underclassmen awards, and we've kind of changed things up from what I initially rolled out. We've gotten some teacher feedback on it, and we want to change it a little bit. What I initially rolled out a few months ago, along with a link where y'all nominated somebody, was you nominated somebody for semester 1. I said, well, we'll do the same thing for S2. Well, talking with some teachers and our event coordinator guru over here, we kind of determined it'd probably be best to back up and say, you know what? Let's just say, Ms. Foster, you nominate somebody for Algebra 2 CP for the entire year. Instead of trying to say, well, Ms. Foster's semester 1 award goes to so-and-so. Ms. Foster's semester 2 award goes to so-and-so. She's taught Algebra 2 CP all year, she picks one student. Okay? Ms. Boring has U.S. History CP and U.S. History Honors, so she would pick one student from each out of the entire year. So I apologize for that change, and I know you've already nominated somebody. If you want to nominate that same person, who you nominated for semester 1, it's still that one person that you're saying, yeah, this is my student for the whole year. Great, still need to fill out the form. Okay, we'll do a new form in just a few minutes. So you'll nominate one person per course that you teach, not per block, per course that you teach. Okay? So on this form that here's the address. On this form, there are 3 different course options, because some of you may have 3 preps. So if you have 3 preps, you would have 3 courses and 3 different names. Okay? If you only have 1 prep, you fill in course 1, the student's name, and go on to the other things. What we're going to recognize is, obviously we'll do the course recognitions. We will call up, we'll have students all organized and sitting on the gym floor. Well, chairs, not on the floor, but chairs will be on the gym floor. They'll sit down there. Family, district folks will sit in the bleachers on the lower levels, and all other students will sit up top. I'll call you guys up by department. So English will come up, Mr. Parr and all the other English folks will be lined up there. Make sure you get the right certificate. We'll call the student's name. Mr. Parr shakes her hand, hands him the certificate, smile for a picture, and then we'll go on to the next department. We will also give certificates for honor roll. It will just be semester 1 honor roll, because we obviously haven't finished semester 2. We'll find a way, beginning of next year, to recognize students who made S2 honor roll. But for this award ceremony, we'll just do S1 honor roll. We'll also recognize perfect attendance. We will recognize male and female athlete with the highest GPA. We'll recognize male and female 9th, 10th, and 11th graders with the highest GPA. And then there are 2 other awards that you'll see on this nomination form. We'll have the Corey Roberts Ram Spirit Award. So I don't have a whole lot of description. I really don't have any description on that form. But the kid that is popping in your mind of this kid loves Westside, like all in at Westside, at the games all the time or involved with, you know, student body. When I think of the West Side student body and somebody that's all in, I think of this kid. Okay, so that kid that's in your mind right now, that's who you should nominate. Again, there's no set criteria for that. You don't, and there's not a requirement to submit the form that you have to nominate somebody, but please think about that. The other award that you'll see on there is the Henry Adair Community Service Award. He'll be here to present that. You guys are more familiar than I am with the kids that are in your class that are probably talking to you about stuff that they're doing outside of school. So who is, you know, I'm familiar with some of the Avid kids that are doing community service or some of the JAG kids that are doing community service because that's part of the requirement with their programs. But if you know of a kid in your class that, man, I know this kid volunteers with, you know, maybe it's through their church or something, but I know that every Wednesday this kid goes to the hospital and reads the kids or something like that, that's great. Who is a good representative, student representative of West Side for our community? That's what we're looking for there. So we'll do nominations for that. I will tell you this because we made these changes yesterday. We're on a short turnaround time. We'll change that process up for those 2 nominations next year. But what we'll do this year, just full disclosure, you guys nominate. We'll look at who's listed, and Ms. Dobbins and I, probably Ms. Roberts, the admin team, we'll select one from that. I don't want to have to come back to y'all and kill y'all with 3 or 4 more emails in a short amount of time by Friday to vote on somebody else. Okay. I know you guys have a lot on your plate, and I will certainly want to change that up for next year. Yes, ma'am.
My preparations were German 2, German 3, Spanish 3, and Spanish 4, but there's only a place for 3 courses here.
Okay, so just submit another form with that one additional course, just that one course. Okay? Good, thank you for that. We'll also recognize, because we don't have I don't think we really have a venue other than team meetings or a faculty meeting to recognize or call attention to Teacher of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and our Employees of the Year. We'll do that at this celebration as well, so students can participate in that celebration. Okay, Ms. Dobbins, did I leave anything out? We'll communicate logistics and all that stuff later. We will be sending, hopefully we need to have all awards finalized by this Friday, so that at the beginning of next week, we can get invitations sent home, printed, sent home to the students, so they can get parents here and everything.
I guess my question to Ms. Washington, what are your, like, would you give a social studies award? Yours needs to have your name beside it. Washington's, whatever, what?
Well, I give the Timber Award, and Ms. Wilson gives the West Side Award.
No, that's senior night, right?
Okay.
No, I'm talking about, what do you teach first block? What subject?
Work-based learning.
So she would do a work-based award, she would do a social studies award.
Right, that's what you need to put on your form.
Okay.
All right, and then also, there was a question, first block about AB. So yes, if you have an Algebra 1 AB and an Algebra 1 CP, those would be two different awards. Okay.
So what Curtis is fixing to do is tell you how to fill out the form, and that's why there's not a sign-in. I have dotted that you're here because I'm laying eyes on you, and then he's gonna tell me when you finished. Well, if you didn't bring your laptop, you're gonna need to go back and do that in your classroom.
Okay.
Do we have a little time to go back into our grade
Sure.
books?
Sure.
Yeah, and again, just like, with what I said with the course award when we did this a couple months ago, you can do it. What I think Ms. Martin might be alluding to is, if you want to do it where it's the highest performing student in your class, if you want to do it by this kid had a 99.7 in my class, great. That's fantastic. If you want to do it based on something else, because you think this kid gave the best effort all year in your class, great. It's your award. You give it to who you want to for your class. Yes, ma'am.
First question, has this been forwarded to the Southwood faculty? Because they teach West Side kids.
No. It's a good point.